Prime Minister Justin Trudeau returned to Ottawa today, but the familiar backdrop of Parliament Hill couldn't mask the air of uncertainty that hangs over his government. The holiday season offered little respite from the growing calls for his resignation, calls that have reached a fever pitch in recent weeks. Trudeau, once the charismatic face of Canadian liberalism, now finds himself facing an unprecedented crisis of leadership. The coming days and weeks will be critical for his political future as he grapples with mounting pressure from within his own party and a public increasingly disillusioned with his leadership. The Prime Minister's return marks the beginning of what promises to be a tumultuous parliamentary session. The Liberal caucus, deeply divided over Trudeau's continued leadership, is set to meet in the coming days, and all eyes will be on whether they can project an image of unity amidst the turmoil. Trudeau's ability to command the confidence of his caucus will be crucial in determining whether he can weather this storm. The stakes are high, not just for Trudeau and the Liberal Party, but for the country as a whole. The resignation of Deputy Prime Minister and Finance Minister Chrystia Freeland sent shockwaves through the Canadian political landscape. Freeland, widely respected across party lines for her steady hand and sharp intellect, had been a pillar of stability within the Liberal government. Her departure is a significant blow to Trudeau, depriving him of a key ally and a powerful voice within his cabinet. While Freeland cited personal reasons for her decision, many observers see it as a reflection of the deep divisions within the Liberal Party and a lack of confidence in Trudeau's ability to lead. Freeland's exit has fueled speculation about the potential for other high-profile resignations. The loss of such a prominent figure could trigger a domino effect, further weakening Trudeau's grip on power. It also raises questions about the Liberal Party's ability to present a united front in the face of growing public scrutiny. The opposition parties, sensing an opportunity, have seized on Freeland's departure as evidence of the government's instability and are calling for a change in leadership. The calls for Trudeau's resignation are no longer confined to the opposition benches. A growing chorus of Liberal MPs have broken ranks, publicly expressing their concerns about Trudeau's leadership and the direction of the party. These dissenting voices, once a murmur, have grown louder in recent months, reflecting a deep unease within the Liberal caucus. The MPs cite a range of concerns, from Trudeau's handling of the economy to his perceived lack of vision for the country. The willingness of these MPs to break with the party line is a testament to the seriousness of the situation. They are acutely aware of the risks involved in publicly criticizing their leader, but they feel that the stakes are too high to remain silent. Their actions suggest a growing belief that the Liberal Party's chances of re-election are slim with Trudeau at the helm. They argue that a change in leadership is necessary to restore the party's credibility and reconnect with voters. Section 4. A nation divided, public opinion and Trudeau's waning star. The political turmoil in Ottawa is mirrored by a growing sense of unease among the Canadian public. Trudeau, once the darling of progressive voters, has seen his popularity plummet in recent years. A series of scandals, coupled with the perception that he is out of touch with the concerns of ordinary Canadians, have taken a toll on his image. The cost of living crisis, rising inflation, and a sense that the government is failing to address the needs of working families have fueled a growing sense of disillusionment. Public opinion polls paint a bleak picture for Trudeau and the Liberals. Their approval ratings have been in steady decline for months, and they now trail the opposition Conservatives by a significant margin. The erosion of public support is particularly pronounced in key demographic groups that were once considered to be Liberal strongholds. The Liberals are facing an uphill battle to regain the trust of voters, and time is running out. Section 5. Echoes of the past leadership challenges in Canadian history. The current political crisis facing Justin Trudeau is not without precedent in Canadian history. Canada has a long tradition of strong prime ministers, but there have been moments when even the most dominant leaders have faced challenges to their authority. These challenges have arisen from a variety of factors, including economic downturns, scandals, and internal party divisions. One notable example is the leadership of progressive Conservative Prime Minister Brian Mulroney in the early 1990s. Mulroney, like Trudeau, enjoyed immense popularity early in his tenure, but his government was later plagued by scandals and economic recession. These challenges, coupled with a perception that Mulroney was increasingly isolated and out of touch, led to a dramatic decline in his popularity and ultimately forced him to resign. Section 6. The Weight of Precedent, Lessons from History. The parallels between the Mulroney era and the current political climate are striking. Both Trudeau and Mulroney came to power promising change and renewal, but both found themselves grappling with the challenges of governing a vast and diverse country. Both faced mounting pressure from within their own parties, as dissenting voices grew louder and calls for a change in leadership intensified. The lessons of history are clear. No leader, however popular or charismatic, is immune from the pressures of office. The ability to adapt to changing circumstances, to maintain the trust of the public, and to unite one's party are essential qualities for any successful leader. Trudeau, if he is to survive this crisis, will need to draw upon all his political skills to navigate the choppy waters ahead. Section 7. A Party in Crisis Navigating Internal Divisions. The Liberal Party of Canada is facing a moment of reckoning. The calls for Trudeau's resignation have exposed deep divisions within the party, divisions that threaten to derail its chances of re-election. The party's traditional base of support is fracturing, with some voters feeling left behind by Trudeau's centrist policies.